Well, good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office. It's Monday morning. It's the 24th day of June, 2024. This is the morning briefing coming to you from the home weather office. And as I look out the window, it's another sunny and bright day, and it's another warm morning. And it is going to be a pretty warm day today with temperatures once again getting into the upper 90s. Now, over the weekend, Saturday for downtown Sacramento hit 105, Sunday hit 102. That now makes 6 days this month with temperatures at or above 100, and we're up to 16 days above 90 degrees. Last year we only had 7, and we're still going to see more before this month is done. So it is a warmer than average month, certainly, but last year, when I look back at some of the records, last year is actually the cooler anomaly compared to 90-degree days. Last year only had 7 90-degree days in the month of June, and again, that's more the anomaly. This month, while warmer than average, the number of 90-degree days is certainly trending toward the long-term average. It'll be a little bit above average. Either way, what we're going to see over the next couple of days is slightly cooler afternoons, not the 105, 102 we saw over the weekend. So let me show you what's happening today. We've got some interesting things going on. We have the marine layer that has been pushed away from the coast. You see this bit of high cloudiness down to the south. Now, this is going to be interesting because what we're going to see over the next couple of days is more in the way of precipitable water increasing. But that may not actually translate into higher humidity down on the ground, but wouldn't be surprised if it starts to feel a little bit muggy, especially during the day tomorrow. And I'll show you more on that here in just a second. But today will be a mostly sunny day. We will catch more cloud cover during the day tomorrow, as well as the chance of some afternoon showers and some thunderstorms in the Sierra. So let's take a look at the big picture and show you what's happening. And it does look favorable for some more milder weather as we go down the road. So right now, we still have enough of this ridging around. We have troughing to the north, very weak troughing, and ridging to the south. And this is our typical summer pattern. Looks like the ridge is kind of centered over the Four Corners area, and that's what we always look for. When the ridge is set up here, we get pretty warm. If it moves just a little bit farther to the west, we get hot. Moves a little bit farther to the east, we cool off. So let's go through the next couple of days. And as you'll see, even into the day Tuesday, we have this bit of ridging here. There's the ridge still here over New Mexico, the high centered over New Mexico. It's a southwesterly flow, and look at the flow here. See how that flow is coming up from the south? A little low spinning around down here. So we're starting to see moisture come up from the south, and I'll show you that here in a second. But it's that flow from the south that'll start to entrain moisture into our area and bring up some cloud cover, as well as touch off the chance of afternoon showers in the Sierra. As we head through the week, though, notice how the trough digs in, and now the high is centered more over New Mexico, and it's just that little bit of a nudge going from the Four Corners a few hundred miles down to the south and east helps to bring in our cooler weather. So this is what we deal with all summer long. It's is the ridge here, is the ridge here, is the trough here, or is the trough here? That's what we deal with all summer long. So this is, let's see, what day are we up to now? This is Thursday. Nice day on Thursday. Temperature is probably in the low 90s, perhaps pretty close to average. That goes by, and while we see the trough be less strong into the weekend actually looks like it's going to be pretty comfortable compared to last weekend. And then as we get into the early part of July, very comfortable here. Notice where the high is. The high is over here over Texas and Oklahoma. We have strong troughing here in the west. What day is this? This is up to next Monday, so a week from today. So pretty mild. And then beyond that, looks like the troughiness starts to lose out, and we'll get back into some ridging by the time we get to the 4th of July. We'll see how that goes over the next couple of days. All right, let's focus on temperatures. For this, I'm going to use the HRRR. Today's still a very warm day. This is at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Areas from, let's say, Chico to the north could still be up around 100 degrees. Sacramento County, more like the 96 to 98 range. And then once again, farther to the south, Fresno to the south will be plenty hot. And there really isn't much in the way of a cooling breeze just yet. So today, plenty warm day. Tuesday should be a cooler day for a couple of reasons. One, we'll have cloud cover. And two, the onshore gradient, tough to see here, but there will be more of an onshore gradient. So afternoon temperatures on Tuesday, around the greater Sacramento area, generally low to mid 90s. And even in the north end of the valley, we're only talking upper 90s. But Bakersfield will likely still top 100 degrees. And then on Wednesday, it looks as though that onshore gradient will be even better. This is only Wednesday morning. This model doesn't go to Wednesday afternoon. But Wednesday will likely be more like mid 90s. So let's talk about that moisture coming up from the south. This is this afternoon, bright sunshine, a couple of high clouds this afternoon. Might make for a nice sunset tonight. And then this is Tuesday, more cloud cover coming up from the south. So we'll have partly cloudy skies during the day on Tuesday, dimming the sun, and that should make for a more comfortable afternoon. And then that cloud cover hangs around into Wednesday morning and then gradually leaves. But what you see is a good strong marine layer here, and that combined with an onshore breeze will help to make temperatures cooler. This is Thursday morning. You can even see some of the inland incursion here from the onshore breeze. So that's a good sign that Thursday would be a cooler day. So that's the cloud cover. Let me just move this over and change things up a little bit. So let's talk about precipitable water, because this is one of the things we talk about during the winter time. But as you can see, there is higher levels of precipitable water down to the south. And as we get into the day on Tuesday and Tuesday night, we have higher precipitable water here, over an inch. That's pretty high. During the wintertime, that would be, quite high, and we'd be talking about some pretty good rain. However, at this time of year, so what this does, when we're talking about precipitable water, so it's a theoretical column that goes from the surface up into the atmosphere and how much water is there. So what this tells you is that there's going to be water in the atmosphere, but where is it? Because if you look at the surface, the dew point temperatures, according to this model, are only around 50. So what that tells you is that the lower levels of the atmosphere are relatively dry, and the upper levels of the atmosphere probably have more moisture with them. So when you actually start to see some precipitation come our way, let's get into that. This is one way of looking at it. What this shows is this is on 18Z Wednesday, or in other words, late morning. It's showing there's reflectivity over the valley. However, what this model is probably trying to show us is that this would be virga over the valley, and then in the afternoon, we would see showers in the Sierra. Another way to look at that is here, because this is actual precipitation. And then it shows the afternoon showers in the Sierra. It does not show any precipitation over the valley. So this is precipitation, and this is simulated reflectivity. And you notice that the two are not the same. It's the same time frame. This shows activity here, but with all that moisture in the air, but the dry levels down below, that means that you get rain falling, but evaporating well before it gets to the ground. But these days, at this time of year, with temperatures in the 90s, can feel kind of muggy, even if the surface dew points are only 50 to 55, which if you're in the south would seem like a very dry day, where their dew points can be 65, 75. So going to be interesting during the day Tuesday, a little different cloud cover, some afternoon showers, maybe thunderstorms in the Sierra. And the overall temperature trend over the next few days is going to be lower, but still plenty warm today, with temperatures reaching the upper 90s in many spots, and some valley spots probably around 100 degrees, but I don't think we'll do that in Sacramento or Stockton. All right, that's everything I've got for you this morning on this Monday morning. Like I said, a sunny and warm day. Get out and enjoy it. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.